Kit&Tully by Mocha von B. Young adult romance with chills. 14. Full moon. Guys, I shout, I'm going to the passage tomb. Don't be stupid. We need to check the river first. Felice's voice cuts angrily through the silent dark. I think he's up there, I scream back. And if he isn't? We're wasting time. Spike catches Felice's arm. Let Kit go if she wants. All right. Felice shakes off his hand. We'll do the river. I tear across the field, away from them, the dewy black grass soaking my runners. The passage tomb looms ahead, mysterious and otherworldly, almost as if it really does hold Angus captive, deep in an enchanted sleep. Full moon. A chill runs through me as the realization hits me. Tonight is the true date of Lunasa. I'm right, I know I am. The Celtic calendar followed the lunar cycle. The ancient festival of Lunasa was held on the night of the full moon. Changing the date to August the 1st came later, in the Middle Ages, an attempt to Christianize the old pagan tradition. Wings flapping, a solitary crow rises into the sky, scaring the life out of me. Go back! His harsh squawk is a warning. But then I remember Tully, frozen and helpless. Heart in my mouth, I struggle through the hedge, branches scratching my face, trying to keep me out. My jeans catch and tear on the barbed wire fence, but I keep going. Tully, I scream, I'm coming! The megalithic mound glows with ancient power. Tully is in there, I'm sure of it. So is Angus. Under a solitary hawthorn, skeletal in the moonlight, a jagged opening gapes at me. A second entrance. It doesn't exist. Rationally, I know that. But it doesn't matter. The darkness is poised, waiting with intent, ancient and weary. Angus calls me, and I can't resist his summons. I clamp the torch between my teeth and, half crawling, half wriggling, creep inside the cavity. Fear is hot, it warms you, but I am cold, numb. I no longer know what I am doing or why. The tunnel closes tight around me. There is no backwards, only forwards. I crawl slowly, losing track of time. This tunnel is my life. The air is so stale I can hardly breathe. It reminds me of the decrepit house that's my home. The whole place is so moribund I could die of asphyxiation, weighed down by generations of legally minded lawless sons. My parents have no idea they are burying me alive with their plans and ambitions for my future. Dad is so proud of the fact I'll be the first girl to continue the family tradition that sometimes I feel I can never escape, that this is all there will ever be, that I am stuck here for the rest of my life, because it's hard to believe in the future when you're stuck in the present. Underground, the tunnel seems to have no end. I imagine introducing Tully to my mother. She wouldn't care for him. She wouldn't like that he's dropped out of school and will never pursue a serious career, or that his mother is a single parent. He comes from a broken home. That would be her way of putting it. But at least Tully is polite and has melting brown eyes that can win most people over. My thoughts shift to Mac. Mac would appall my mother, with his tough guy attitude and indifference written all over him. She would see both of them, Mac and Tully, as stray dogs, mongrels of no fixed abode or pedigree. But I envy them, because they aren't stuck here in this narrow-minded town. They can do what they want, and they can leave at any time. Random memories float through my mind. The way Tully's brown eyes twinkle when he looks at me. The way he believes the world can be better. The pain I felt coming from him when he hunched his shoulders and turned away from me. A pain that only I can fix. That's why I have to find him. The cramped passage widens out into a low chamber. I raise myself to my knees and look around. Slumped on the floor in front of me. Tully. I crawl over and turn him gently towards me. His face is blue, his breathing shallow. His eyes flicker open. Kit, he whispers, you must get out of here. No, I lift my head and swing my torch around the chamber. Let him go, it's me you want, I yell at the top of my voice. No, Kit, it's too late. Tully's voice is so weak I can barely make out the words. I'm here! My voice is calmer. I have his attention, Angus or his spirit, lurking in the darkness. Do with me what you will. No. Tully's eyes close and I'm sure I've lost him. Through my tears, words come to me, words to share with Tully, words he will never hear. And then the darkness enters me. This is the end. I thought I could sacrifice myself for Tully, but Angus wants us both. I feel him course through my blood, turning it black, invading me, possessing me. You can't have both, his voice echoes inside my head, and for a blissful moment the universe is laid out in front of me, and I hold its secrets in the palm of my hand, and I understand the key to infinity, and that there are fragments of eternity everywhere. It's never love and music. It's always a choice. Love or music. You can't have both. I tumble back to earth, light shining in my face. You scared the crap out of us, Felice says, her torch pointed straight at me. Check out the lovebirds, Spike smirks. Tully and I are curled around each other in the hollow on top of the mound. I sit up and look down at him. The ghastly blue pallor has left his face and his eyes flicker open. I've no idea how we got out of there, but he's alive. We both are. There's another passage, I whisper. The entrance is under the hawthorn. No way! Spike runs off to investigate. Felice lights a cigarette as Tully and I scramble awkwardly to our feet, unable to look at each other. There's nothing here! Spike's voice comes from over the crest. Yes, I say, there is! We half scramble, half slide down the slope of the hillock. I scrabble at the spot, pushing aside leaves and twigs, but Spike is right. The opening has disappeared. Look, Felice says, it's a full moon and this is an old place, loaded with atmosphere. You probably just had a really vivid dream. Yeah, maybe you were bewitched, Spike says with a laugh. What do you think, Tully? Did you wake Angus? I don't know, Tully scratches his head. I don't remember anything. I've no idea how I got here. You ever sleepwalk? Felice asks him. Yeah, when I was younger, but that was years ago. There you are, Kit. Felice stares me down, convinced she's proved her point. Just as well Tully didn't go down to the river, isn't it? Could it really have been a dream, when it felt so real? As we crossed the field, I turned to look back at the passage grave silhouetted against the dawn. A surge of darkness, a presence older than time, rushes through my veins. Love or music, you can't have both. No, whatever Felice and Spike may think, it was Lunasa last night. And Angus woke.